Um, unlimited money and unlimited friends, because then I can promote my music and I don't have to worry about funding
Oh,
that.
a
And I
businessman, dude.
unlimited friends to stream my
Oh,
That's actually crazy,
oh,
T.
shoot.
That's actually crazy.
I feel like wouldn't
Orange
that
Cuffin,
like
that's out of the question.
wouldn't that feel like less rewarding to you? Cause like
Doesn't matter, you get the
just
bag.
telling your
my
friends.
bank account will say otherwise.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Welcome back to episode 10 of the DMT show. Oh my god, episode 10 already. Wow, that's fast. But my name is Aryan.
My name is Andy,
My name's Ashok.
and my name is Jason. And for this episode, we are joined by a very special guest for our 10th episode. Would you please introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Yo, what's up? My name's Luca. I go to Syosset High School, and I'm a musician. Yeah.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Great introduction. Artist on the rise. Yeah, artist on the rise. So you're a musician, obviously, because you just said it. And so what was your inspiration for deciding to do that?
So basically, how it started out is I've been playing guitar kind of my whole life, and like up until like 2 or 3 years ago, I kind of wanted to like dive into more type of like songwriting and do my own original music rather than just play others. And I started exploring how to record this type of music. Because I mainly focused on pop music because it just came easier to me. But
Yep.
I got started with like on GarageBand on my iPhone, and then I kind of just wanted to see what the possibilities are. So I would like get more equipment, test it out, see what I can do. I would look at YouTube tutorials and stuff like that, and just it kind of like built on from there, step by step. I did another thing, and during COVID, like when the lockdown happened, it gave me a lot of time to really like focus and improve and get better, and it really became a passion. So
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's really cool.
But I think a lot of people, when COVID happened, they just slacked off, including me. I just did like nothing.
Yeah.
I totally
But-
get that. No, in the beginning
Yeah.
of COVID, I kind of spent like the first month just kind of like slacking around too. I would like wake up late, play like video games, and I
Yeah.
remember my mom just came in like one day. She was just like, "Do something with this time, because you're not gonna get it back," you know. And it's just like I kind of like came to like I realized that I had to make the most of this time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. More. Also, you said you played the guitar. So is there a reason why you chose the guitar, or did it just come more naturally, or how did that come about?
I'm not really sure. It was kind of like when I was like, I remember I had this like toy guitar when I was like 5 years old, and I always liked to play. Like I would like watch this show, kids show, and there was these guys playing in like a band, and I'd always like play around the guitar, but like I didn't really know what I was doing. And then my dad signed me up for guitar lessons one day, and I kind of just stuck around from there. Like the first 2 or 3 years, I never really took it seriously. Like I had a hard time practicing because I was like 5 or 6. I I didn't like the concentration and like the attention span for that. But after a while, yeah, kind of stuck with it.
I remember you always like, I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but like I think it was like 5th grade, we had like the play of like The Sound of Music, and you were like, I don't remember who the character was, but I remember you had your own song and you played the guitar in one of them. It was like one of the coolest things that I don't know, it just
Really?
stuck. But yeah,
I don't remember, but
yeah, it was pretty cool because like no one else knew how to play an instrument, and you were literally doing a solo by yourself, alone, like as like a 4th grader. So, but shoot, I forgot where I was going. Oh,
you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
no, go ahead.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, right? So you said that your dad kind of, somewhat helped you in your, guitar playing, I guess, experience, and if you want to say career, then you can say that. So, are your parents supportive of your music career, like as of now?
Yeah, they are pretty support. Like they've like helped me get all my equipment. They pay for my guitar lessons, and they're really supportive, which is great. Because especially when it comes to something like this, like not you all the time, you don't get the full backing. Like I know other people who their parents aren't like as supportive for them doing something.
Yeah, they want you to be engineers or doctors. Music is not especially if you're not good like us.
Music
Or I can't speak for everyone.
Yeah,
but
or even like YouTube, because like I never told my parents I was doing a podcast. I don't know if they know, but
It's a difficult business. It's very similar to sports in a way, where there's a lot of competition, and there's also there's a lot of people doing it, but only the very best make it. And if you're not the very best, you better have a backup plan.
yeah.
Yep.
I guess
Alright.
so.
So we talked.
I have something else.
Okay.
No, we're just cutting off hard. So like, did you like just tell your parents up front like, oh yeah, I'm doing this music thing, or did they like find out about it or something like that?
They were the first people to know. Like before, like, because the first time I really kind of put out any music was like about a year and a half ago, like summer of 2020 was the first time like anyone even ever found out about it. But my parents knew from like months before what I was doing, and it was just really like they always supported me along the way. I don't think they thought I would take it that seriously. Like they kind of thought I was like, oh, it's a fun little hobby he's doing in the beginning. But I think after a while, when they saw like how much I improved, they're like, oh, okay, this might go somewhere, you know. So
Just like this show.
Yeah. So that was actually my question. So do you like, is this just a hobby, or are you thinking of making this like your actual career in like the future?
yeah. So being an artist is a very difficult thing, especially in the present day and age when so many people do it, and you can't. There's like a very big skill gap. You have like the people at the top who have the support of like the big record labels, and then you have like people like me who have like spent $3,000 on equipment and do it on their own time in their bedroom. And it's just, personally, I would love to do it. I don't know if I'll be able to. I plan on going to college and studying music technology and production, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'll become an artist. Like, I would be more than happy working with a team of people in the production side, behind the scenes. This whole artist thing I'm doing, it's just so I get some practice, and like, it's just so I can build confidence and build my skill set.
So are you like a one-man squad? Like you produce your lyrics, you like make all the sounds and everything, or do you have someone helping you out?
No, it's completely
It's all
me.
you? Wow.
Oh yes.
All
It's
right.
only.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is.
That's right.
I've wanted to get other people to work with me, but I'm gonna be completely honest. And like Syosset, there's not many people who do this kind of stuff.
Hey, if you ever need to record a music video, I have a GoPro. I can come down and
I need a feature.
you can feature us in a song too. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think you've heard,
no.
but a show can sing. Like he can sing.
Oh, like Joe can sing.
Yeah.
Well, we can record a theme song for your show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're right. Exactly.
Come up with a theme song. I'll produce it, and then yeah, you guys can use it.
Or you can honestly, you could even make like
Joe got the vocals.
you can make an acoustic
What is
version
it?
of like our music that we have right now. That'd be like amazing.
That would actually be sick. That'd be pretty cool.
But you guys would have
Oh,
to
yeah.
sing and like rap and stuff.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh,
You
boy.
don't want to
Yeah,
sing.
yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
I'll freestyle.
Exactly.
Alright, but anyway, so before you said that, you know, in the music industry, there's always those people at the top of the hierarchy, and there's always people on the bottom. Not on the bottom because they're bad, but you know, just working their way up to get their name known. Is there anyone in the industry who you actually like really look up to?
That's a good question. I mean, there in the industry, right? There's a lot of different there's a lot of people who do different things, like, and a lot of different jobs and parts that work. It's like a big machine. It's like you have your artists, right, who are like kind of like the faces, and then you have the people who do all the marketing and they promote everyone, and you have the people who run the record labels, and they sign the people, and people produce, and they all work together, right? And I more look up to some of the artists who kind of try to do everything on their own, because I think that's really important, that they don't need to rely on anyone else. Like, for example, one person I really look up to is Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran, he started from the bottom, and he never really had, he writes all of his songs, he records, he sings all of his songs. He actually writes songs for other people as well. And he was able to build his way up from the bottom, and now like he's like the king in his music genre, and it's incredible. I mean, he's one out of a million, but he put a lot of hard work to get there, and he deserves everything.
How do you also, moving on to the next question, how do you balance being a high schooler and also being the next Ed Sheeran, as we all know you're gonna be? So like, how do you balance those two things?
School comes first, always. When I'm at home, right? I get home, I kind of like take an hour off, relax. But after that, I always do my work. Homework comes first, study for tests. And then if I only have free time at the end, of course, I'll spend it on music. And it's not always just writing and recording my songs. I'll like practice guitar. I play in like other bands and stuff like that too. So it's not just all focused on my own music. But if I don't have time for music, the school's more important. You gotta get into a good school, like you all guys know. Gotta get the good grades. Gotta study for the tests.
Yep.
And it's just that's why the breaks. I love whenever we have days off of school and breaks, is like that's gonna be a day where I get to focus on this stuff. So that's how I try. That's my philosophy, kind of.
I was gonna say something. So like, you said that you play with like other bands and stuff. So do you like know other people at like your level in the industry and you like just like collaborate with them, or is that like something in the school that you do?
So I have my own band with two other kids from our school. We got a drummer, Sam Levine, and the guitar player, Michael Christie. We got our own band going, and we're working on some our own songs. Hopefully, we're gonna be able to perform them at some given point. The school doesn't really have performances, but other than like typical chorus orchestra band. But I'm working with them, and I'm playing a bunch of jazz bands like at this college right here, Five Towns College, and I'm I'm doing all county stuff, all state, but honestly, not in the industry. Like, there's not that much. I don't have any really connections to the industry because no one in my family does music.
Yeah.
Like, my mom was telling me the other day, like, how are you so good at this stuff? Like, I'm like, because no one in my family has ever done something like this, and it's just like, I don't know. Like, I literally have to build my way up. So make connections, network, but yeah.
Do you guys have like you said you had a band. Do you have a name yet for your band?
No, we just started the band maybe
wow.
like 2-3 weeks ago. So it's a very new project, work in progress, but make sure to keep you updated.
Yeah.
So
The DMT band. I'm kidding. Don't call it that. But as a band, right? So you guys probably are trying to do performances and trying to get your name out there. So have you guys ever done like any gigs so far, or anything like that?
It's been very hard to plan any gigs because of COVID. So COVID's been like kind of, it's a good thing in a sense for me and a bad thing. A good thing, it gave me a lot of time to focus, like I said earlier, and improve my skill set. But at the same time, it got harder to go out in the world and collaborate with other people, meet up with other people, go to restaurants and stuff, or like cafes and play there, even if it's small gigs, like even if it's just like a one solo acoustic type of gig, but hopefully now, things are starting to get better, and very soon I'll hopefully start doing some gigs and stuff like that, so that's something for the future.
All right.
Well, wish you the best with that. Yeah.
We'll definitely be there when you get your start, when you start it up, but
We'll host your gig.
Hey,
you gotta let us know.
Yeah.
But so you've made many songs, and I've listened to most of them. But I want to ask you, which one of your songs is your favorite?
Okay. Personally, my favorite is my latest song that came out 2 weeks ago.
Butterflies,
yeah. Funny enough, I wasn't in school the day it happened. I actually got quarantined.
Oh.
I got quarantined the week before.
Oh, that's so sad.
Well, you know what? But I got a lot of messages, and it's my favorite song. And it's crazy because I wrote it like a year ago, which is like, I wrote a year ago, and it had been done for like 6 months, but I never got to release it, and a lot of artists do that too. They write their material, like they have it ready 2 years in advance because they plan up their whole release date. It's like a huge thing. I don't really do that because I don't have a big audience, but I kind of just like feel whenever I like, I'm like, yeah, I'll release that song next week. But I really like the song. I like the production on it. I try to incorporate a lot of guitars and stuff because that's my strength. And yeah, I like the melodies and stuff, vocals, like a lot. It's a pretty catchy song. Go stream it.
Yeah.
If you're listening to it.
For that.
Yeah.
So it did play in our school, and like asking the teachers and stuff to actually play in the halls, was that like something you had to build up to, or was it just like, oh, I'll do it, why not?
So, I mean, I wanted to do that like ever since like ninth grade. I was like, oh, one day I want my song to be played in the hallway. But like, I wanted it to be good, like a good quality song, like the production to be good, like the actual song. I didn't want to just put anything up because you got to get a good first impression to give to people. And yeah, it was just like a long-term goal of mine, and I was finally able to do it. And what was the like the vibe when it was playing in school? Because I wasn't there. Like, what'd you guys see? Like, were people like bobbing their heads?
I saw a lot of juniors that were like, wait, I even heard some people like, wait a minute, this is like Luca's music, and like, which is kind of cool, but also like all the other grades, they didn't really like know who you were, so.
Yeah,
but
that's like
there were some people that definitely did like recognize, and they're like, wait a minute, I've never heard.
Yeah, I asked some like random people in the hall, like, oh yeah, what do you think of this? Because like I didn't say I was by high school or anything. You're like, yeah, it sounds pretty good. I'm like, that's like a cool thing. Because like it's obviously, I feel like in the school, if it's in the hall and whatever, and somebody thinks it's bad, they'll say it.
Yeah, I mean, look,
But, yeah.
I'm completely open to criticism. It's part of the.
No, yeah, we are too. So if you have any hate, leave it in the comments.
Yeah,
Alright,
definitely.
well,
Spill the
before
tea.
you said that,
Can't spell
before
truth.
you can't spell truth without C, guys. Alright, anyway, so you said that sometimes a song could be done months, years in advance, but how long does it actually take to make just one song?
On average, I'd probably say it takes like 30 to 40 hours to make one song from start to finish, to write and record it. But I don't, of course, no one does 34 to 40 hours straight. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of like, I like to spread it out, maybe do like an hour a day. And I might not even go every day. Like I said, like in the weekdays, it's kind of hard to fit it in. So I'll maybe spend like 2-3 hours each day on the weekend. And then over time, you kind of build it up. And it's like a routine, you do every week. Like you set this time period, and then you're like recording or something. But yeah, that's what it takes on average. And also, in the beginning, it took me much longer. But as you get better with something, you also become faster at it. So just practice.
What would you say is the hardest part of like making an actual song? Like, is it the instruments playing it, producing?
The lyrics.
So this is a good question. So this is different for it's different from person to person. Like for me, the hardest part has always been writing the lyrics, because to write lyrics, most people when they write lyrics, they like draw from their own experiences. And I'm gonna be honest, coming from a kid, it's the opposite, who's like not really like grown up with any hardships or anything.
Yeah.
I don't really have that much to draw from.
Yeah.
So I kind of like to kind of make up my stuff as I go. Like the music part, the instrument, I love doing that because I get to come up with the whole production, and that comes easy. But when it comes to the lyrics, I normally, instead of going for like deeper meaning, I just try to make catchier stuff that sounds good to the ear, that like gets stuck in your head for like 15 minutes. And then if I'm able to do that, I've accomplished my job.
It definitely is very
Yeah.
catchy music, I gotta say, because like even like I have some of your songs in my playlist. Like my favorite is definitely Get Lost, great song in my opinion. I don't know, like the production on that just sounds like amazing. Even Butterflies,
Yeah.
but
Get Lost was from like a year ago. I personally I feel like the production has improved a lot since then, but it's like that like album I put out, it'll be forever like the first one. It'll be like OG album.
yeah.
How long did you actually like get that album like from start to finish? Like multiple years or?
No, it was during I released the album like in July of 2020, and I kind of started working on it in like March when like lockdown happened.
wow.
COVID.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I was
wow.
able to grind it out in 4 months. I'm gonna be honest, we didn't do it, like the school was kind of a joke then, but
Yeah.
But like when making an album, did you like create a bunch of songs and then be like, oh, it'd be like I created a bunch, I can make an album out of this, or did you have the intent like at the start to make an album?
No, not really. It's kind of like what you said. Like in the beginning, I just kept on doing one song after another, and I was like, oh, I have all these songs. Let me just put them all out, And yeah, I didn't expect to make that many, It's just it kind of just how it went. And, Just been working on more songs since then. And
All right.
got a lot more coming too.
Yeah,
I'm
Lisa,
There you go.
question, what's next for Luca Alexandru music? Like, what's coming up?
Official.
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, this year I'm probably done for this year, but I got a lot coming next year.
Alright.
As of now, I have maybe like 4 or 5 songs that are already ready. So I'm probably gonna release one more single beginning of next year, and after that, I'm gonna hopefully come out with another album.
Wow.
Spring
Nice.
2022.
There you go.
Spring,
Hey.
dude, something to look forward
Heard
to.
it here first. On the DMT
This
side.
is the first place you actually are gonna hear. I have, like, other than like friends and stuff, no one's heard. So on the internet,
There you go. The
Yeah.
DMT show brings the tea. There you go.
This is definitely, it's definitely, it is your first podcast, right?
yes.
It's
it is
not,
my
I'm
first.
telling you right now, it's not going to be your last.
You-
We're going to
You
see,
will look back at this in a few years, and you'll
Yep.
be like,
literally, when you become the next Ed Sheeran,
We'll have you back on, bro.
we would have you back
Or-
on, of course.
Yeah.
But we
or I just,
go ahead.
or I just completely fall off too.
Nah,
like,
it's not
Or nope, that won't happen. That's not happening. Only
10 years from now, we'll have 10 million subscribers. You'll have like 50 million monthly listeners on Spotify.
Yep.
We see the talent.
win-win.
We see the talent in each other, and we recognize.
We see the talent. We see the potential.
You got
Oh, yeah, we
support
see everything.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
But
Put in the effort, and then we'll reach that success. I think. Anyway.
so let's say like, of course you do music as like, it is one of your hobbies. But let's say you just did like music for 2 hours. What are you gonna do after that? Like, what is like another one of your hobbies? If you want to like relax, but outside of music.
So I like to play soccer. That's been my kind of my sport since I was younger, and I really like watching soccer too. I'll play outside of school for a travel team, and yeah, that's it. Kind of, I'm not crazy like I'm not crazy about it, that passionate, but you know, it keeps me like
Occupied?
fit and healthy.
Oh,
yeah.
never mind.
It gets me to run. You know, I get to run outside. I'm never gonna do it like past high school, but like, you know, I love doing that. I'll play like fantasy for one of the leagues I watch, Premier League in England. I'll play fantasy. That keeps me.
I know close to nothing about soccer, but Messi or Ronaldo? That's all. Which one are you
Messi.
going-
He
Messi.
just won the Ballon d'Or 7th time.
Is Messi the GOAT in your eyes?
Of course.
Interesting. I can't like vouch for anything because I know they go. Huh?
You're a Ronaldo fan.
No, I'm a nothing fan.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
completely indifferent.
Okay.
We're all basketball fans, so.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's
I'm
how
just like not a sports.
Wait,
I'm just
Ashoka's
not
just
a
like,
sports watcher.
yeah.
They're trying to like get me to watch basketball. Like they'll like
But he
have games
doesn't?
on. They're like, oh, we'll watch it, and they're like dragging me along. I'll be like, oh,
Sports though is like something you get into like when you're like younger. Like the only reason I got into soccer is like my dad used to watch it. And, like,
Yeah.
He showed it to me.
yeah,
If he didn't
I was-
do it, I would have never gotten into it. So.
yeah. My dad watched a lot of football. Like, he watches like a ton of sports. Like he's
Golf.
sometimes watches soccer, but mostly like football and basketball, like the mostly American sports. I feel. And he also watches golf and stuff, and he tries to get me into all those sports. I watch like none of them now.
Watching golf, like, how does one do that? Like,
He tried to get me to play golf and stuff like that, but I don't know. It was one for me.
playing it's a little different, but like just watching it, like, where's the interest? What's the attention grabber? Like what?
You'll fall asleep.
The
Yeah,
technique.
exactly.
You'll just fall
You know what
asleep
they
while
have to
watching
do?
play.
They have to take some of the commentators from soccer and basketball and get them to commentate a golf game. And then it'll get
This
interesting.
is like you have to put like so much fake energy towards it. I feel like you know Mike Breen, bro. It's like I don't even Tiger Woods with the hit. Bang! There you go.
Yeah.
Insane
If
commentary.
you want to like enjoy golf, you have to play it so you can appreciate how good they are. Because as someone who doesn't play golf and just like see someone do a random shot, I'm just like, oh, he swung and it went far. Cool. When you actually play, like hitting it is its own problem. But
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so I think we're gonna start going towards the quick fire questions. Okay, so
Yeah.
question number 1. The almighty would you rather question. We ask this to every guest
my
that we
God.
get. Would you rather have Alright. Hello?
Oh man, guest appeared.
It's Gotham.
Yeah. Hey, guest appeared.
Alright. Would you rather have unlimited money and unlimited friends, or no money and no friends?
Unlimited money and unlimited friends, because then I can promote my music and I don't have to worry about funding
Oh,
that.
a
And
businessman.
unlimited friends to stream my music.
Oh,
That's actually
oh,
crazy.
shoot.
That's actually crazy.
but I feel like
Orange
that,
got
like-
that's out of the question.
wouldn't that feel like less rewarding to you? Cause like
Doesn't matter. You get the
just
bag.
telling your
My
friends.
bank account will say otherwise.
Oh,
Exactly.
true.
Fair point. Okay. Who is your favorite singer? Oh wait, is it Ed Sheeran?
So my favorite, I like listening to a lot of different. Oh, this is not gonna be a quick fire question, but I like listening to
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
right.
of
Go
different
into it.
artists. I
Go into it.
like listening to rock. I like 80s rock a lot. I listen to pop music, of course.
I thought you meant
Um,
like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I was like,
Oh, it's all
Oh
about
my.
power.
It's about drugs.
We say, "Hug your meat about."
Alright.
You know what? I'm gonna go for this is the guy who really got me into songwriting. His name is Love. He's kind of he's not mainstream, that much mainstream, but I love his writing style. So Love, there you go.
How do you spell it?
Lauv.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Do you have any questions that you'd like to ask us?
Should have came
What are
prepared.
your goals? What are your goals for the podcast, right?
That's actually a good
Like
question.
get some guests that like we really like look up to or stuff like our teachers, especially as you saw with
Teachers
the
is a
last
good
episode.
one.
Teachers is good.
Like yeah, just get people on that. I don't know, just like make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're definitely, we talk about subscribers and stuff like that a lot. We're not really in it for that. We're just like we're here for the good time. So of course,
Yeah.
if we become millionaires off of it, all right. I'll take it.
No way.
But yeah, we're just here to
Yeah.
have
When we first made like the podcast and stuff, we just did it for fun as like a activity, a pastime. In the beginning, we joked like, we can get our teacher on it sometime, and we already said that, and we all laughed.
Yeah.
And now
they
we're
didn't,
like,
they didn't
"Can we
realize I was
hire
being
you?"
serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else laughed.
I mean,
But, like,
these like
yeah.
niche things. These niche things, right? Like my music, your podcast, right? Like I feel like people like when they first look at it, they're like they kind of look over it. They're like, oh, this is a joke. Like you're not gonna take this seriously. But when you like actually pay attention, right? You like tend to appreciate this stuff, and you grow into like, and then you like appreciate the people who do it, and like you build this connection with them. Like I was watching one of your episodes, and like as a just as a viewer, like I felt like I was connecting with you guys just like by watching by seeing it, like listening to your jokes and like stuff like that. It's just, and like same can be said with music, you know, like you just listen to the music, you feel like the connection, and I feel like there should be more of this, especially in Syosset.
Yeah.
And where everyone's just focused on school, like there's not enough like outside activities that connect people together. Like I was trying to build like and create like this music club, and there wasn't many people who were interested in doing it, and it was very hard to even get a teacher to do it, because the teachers they like why should they do an extra club, you know, like that takes more of their time, they're not getting paid for it, so like it's just very it's a little like difficult. It's like almost breaking the ice. Like this is just, it's not much. Like there's no club. Is there a club for podcasts or?
I think so.
I think there actually is.
I don't think we
There
would make
actually-
half the
there
jokes
actually-
we make on this podcast.
We're in the oh yeah, dude, we were getting canceled so fast.
Also,
It's canceled.
I think something that both of us do is that although there is a lot of singers, there's a lot of podcasts out there. There's not a lot of high school singers, and there's not a lot of high school podcasts. Like, I never realized this when we started, but people are actually interested, other high schoolers, on living the high school life, how people live the high school life. And like, we've been friends for, me and Andy, we probably go back the longest. We've been friends for like a decade. But by doing this podcast, it's kind of weird, but like everyone gets to be our friends in a way. Even though we don't see them, we don't talk to them, they become part of the friend group.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Social relationship.
You'll come up with like random people come up to you in the hallway and strike a conversation with you just
Yeah.
because of this. It like creates the wildest like scenarios. Like,
Yeah, and there are people who like come up to us in the hallways and like, yo, can we be on the podcast? And we're like, yeah, we can figure something out if you want. I mean, it's just like you're one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Exactly. I saw this and I was like, this is awesome.
And we're happy to have you on. We're taking guests by I don't even know by what, but
We're backed up till like February, but we'll get everyone on it if anyone wants to.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're backed up very far, but we're having a good time with that.
yeah, a great time.
I definitely believe that you're doing the same thing with music.
Yeah.
But all right, to end it off, we like to do this once again with all of our guests. We like to let them say their final statement, and also we would love for you to have the opportunity to, of course, plug all your information, like your socials and everything. Of course, it'll also be linked down in the description if you want to check that out. But also, go ahead.
You better check them out.
Yeah, better check them out. Especially listen to Butterflies. But yeah.
Alright.
There you go.
So my final message to everyone. So, just be yourself, you know? Don't worry about like all the don't compare yourself to other people. Don't try to be like other people. Be yourself. Like we're on this podcast right here. We're not trying to like act like anyone else. We're just trying to be ourselves, have fun, do our own thing. And that's kind of what I do with music. They're doing it with the podcast. Everyone has their own thing. You should be proud of what you do and share it with the world. And I'm not really good at this stuff, but
No,
Share your stuff with the world now. It's your chance.
share your stuff with the world.
No, we're telling
Put
you.
yourself out there.
No, we're talking to you.
We're talking
No,
to you.
you share.
Put yourself out there because there will be people who will go up to you and they'll be like, "That's cool. I want to like. How do I do this?" And
No, Luca, actually, share your socials.
All right. So, all right. So my Instagram, luca.alexandru_music. I post content there, like exclusive content, like previews and stuff and covers. You want to listen to that. My YouTube is Luca Alexandru Official Music. And if you want to stream my music on any streaming platform, just search up Luca Alexandru, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Tidal, whatever you like. You just give it a listen. You know. If you want to follow me, you can follow me, like whatever. But it's up to you. I want you to enjoy the music. Rather than like, I don't care about any numbers and stuff. I just want you to enjoy the music. So, yeah.
Okay.
Soon we'll be on those same platforms, on Spotify, on whatever. We'll be there soon. Just wait.
All right, but once again, thank you, Luca, so much for coming on the show, and we will see all of you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye. Goodbye.
Every time we touch and make love, I feel it, the rush. I'm wondering what's going on inside that beautiful mind. I'm trying so hard to play